Welcome to Knowledge Through Times. It is another amazing episode where we discuss yet another historical event which has helped shape our world. Today, let me take you through a work on everything you need to know about the World War I. At the dawn of the 20th century, few anticipated a global war. But what came to be known as the Great War began on June 28, 1914, with the assassinations of Austrian Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his wife Sophie, while they were visiting Sarajevo, Bosnia. Many Bosnians and their Serbian neighbors resented this foreign rule, and the Archduke's visits to Sarajevo provided the opportunity for a small band of Serbian dissidents to strike back. Austria responded to the assassinations by teaming up with its ally Germany and declaring war on Serbia. World War I, also known as the Great War, was a global conflict that lasted from 1914 to 1918. It was one of the deadliest conflicts in history, involving many of the world's great powers. The main belligerents in the war were the Allies, which included France, Russia, the British Empire, Italy, and later the United States, and the Central Powers, which included Germany, Austria-Hungary, the Ottoman Empire, and Bulgaria. The war was fought on multiple fronts, including the Western Front in France and Belgium, the Eastern Front in Eastern Europe, and the Italian Front in northern Italy. The war was characterized by trench warfare, with soldiers on both sides digging in and facing each other across no man's land. Conditions in the trenches were harsh, with soldiers facing mud, diseases, and constant shelling. The use of new weapons such as machine guns, artillery, and poison gas made the war particularly brutal and deadly. World War I saw the introduction of new military technologies and tactics, including tanks, airplanes, and submarines. The war also saw the first large-scale use of chemical weapons such as mustard gas. These new technologies and tactics transformed the nature of warfare and had a profound impact on the course of the conflict. The First World War was won by the Allies, consisting of the United Kingdom, France, United States, Japan, Italy. They defeated the Central Powers, consisting of Imperial Germany, Austro-Hungary Empire, and the Ottoman Empire. The war had a devastating impact on the civilian population, with millions killed, wounded, or displaced. The war also led to widespread destruction of cities, towns, and infrastructure. The economic and social consequences of the war were profound, leading to widespread poverty, hunger, and social unrest in many parts of the world. One of the key turning points in the war was the entry of the United States in April 1917. The American Expeditionary Forces played a significant role in the Allied victory, helping to turn the tide of the war in favor of the Allies. The signing of the armistice on November 11, 1918, marked the end of the fighting and the beginning of the peace negotiations. The Treaty of Versailles, signed in 1919, imposed harsh terms on Germany, including massive reparations payments and territorial concessions. The treaty also created the League of Nations, an international organization intended to promote peace and security. However, the treaty's punitive terms and the failure of the League of Nations to prevent future conflicts sets the stage for World War II. World War I had far-reaching consequences that shaped the course of the 20th century. The war led to the collapse of empires, the redrawing of national borders, and the rise of new political ideologies and movements. The war also had a profound impact on culture, literature, and arts, as many artists and writers turning to themes of disillusionment and despair in the wake of the war. In conclusion, the World War was a watershed moment in modern history, marking the end of the old world order and the beginning of a new era of conflict and upheaval. The war's legacies continues to influence global politics, economics, and society to this day, serving as a stark reminder of the horrors of war and the importance of seeking peaceful solutions to international conflicts.